Hey guys, so this is going to be our rundown on the NFC North. So to me, this is one of the more interesting divisions in football. I think you've got there's going to be a lot of movement compared to years past. Now that Rodgers is out, you got Green Bay coming in with a new quarterback. You got Minnesota with Cousins. Is he going to stay there? Is he gone? Chicago with Fields, second year. I feel like could be some growth there, but who knows? And then you got Jared Goff playing for his life in Detroit since Hendon Hooker got drafted. So, Gideon, I'm going to start with you, man. Where do you think that? How do you think this division is going to shake out, and kind of where do you feel like each of these teams is at coming into the season?
I thought this is a really competitive division. Especially between, in my opinion, the Lions and the Bears. I feel like the Bears have improved a lot through over the off season, especially finessing the Panthers with a whole bunch of stuff that they got there. The Lions,
Least.
yeah, absolutely just fleeced, and the Lions have got a lot better. I like Jared Goff at quarterback. I've already stated that. I like Jared Goff at quarterback.
Which is a
But
180 from where you were on golf before.
well, 180 from when he was on the Rams. And I also feel like people are sleeping on Green Bay. I feel like Green Bay has the potential to also be still a really good caliber team. The Vikings is a team that also played really good last year. This is a loaded division in my opinion. But I really do have the Lions coming out of this, which is crazy. I feel like they had the weakest draft in my opinion. I feel like they had some questionable draft picks. Um, but I like the Lions. I like the defense. I like the coach. I have them kind of sitting right here at one. And then I have Green Bay at two, and I also have Green Bay making the playoffs at two as well. I think Green Bay will be good. I think Jordan Love will be good. He had a couple years to sit behind Aaron Rodgers, one of the best football players to ever play the game. I don't think I feel like the way Green Bay has set their quarterbacks up in the past. I feel like it's just gonna be a continuation of good play at quarterback position for Green Bay. And then I have Chicago there at three. I need to see it to believe it with them. I need to see Jordan Fields actually be able to sit there in the pocket and throw the ball and really play at that elite level. But I don't doubt that he can do it. I just doubt that'll happen and go this early. And then I kind of have the Vikings at four. It's not that I don't think the Vikings are good, and it's not that I don't even like. It's not even that I'm a Kirk Cousins hater. I think Kirk Cousins is all right, but this team is just so up and down, especially last year. It's such an up and down team. Sometimes they look like they're amazing. Sometimes they'll get bounced, first round of playoffs. So I don't
Bro,
know. I have the Vikings there at four, but I really think it's the Lions' year to take that leap and be the best in the division.
I agree with a lot of what you're saying. I definitely think Minnesota, man, like they find a way to absolutely just bomb every season, right? Like zero confidence in Kirk Cousins. I think the guy's like a regular season star. And then when it comes to the playoffs, he just melts into the background. He Homer Simpsons into the bushes, bro. Like he's out. Like I don't know what's going on there. And then, Green Bay love, like I'm hearing really good things. Like I've heard that he's absolutely showing out in camp and doing all the things that number one does to prepare themselves and be ready to go. And like you said, he's had plenty of time to sit behind Aaron Rodgers. And, he kind of gave the team a friendly deal to kind of give him his shot, right? To get his contract because he sat for so long behind Rodgers, which was a whole situation in and of itself, right? Like all the backlash that came from them drafting him. I think it's a really good thing that Rodgers has moved on and that all that drama's out of there. But what are they on offense? I don't know. I mean, they can run the ball. We know that, but like, where's the receiver production coming from there? Like, I don't know. So that's a big question mark for me too. Chicago with Fields, man, I think Fields might have some of the biggest upside out of any quarterback in the league this year. I feel like if this dude can take the step that I think he can take, man, I think Chicago is an absolute contender in this division. And Detroit with golf, and I felt like, and I've heard a lot of people kind of talk crazy about Detroit's draft, but I think Detroit did what they needed to do as far as addressing needs on their team. They saw their guys and they went and got them. To me, that's not a wasted pick. I mean, just because talent's there, if it's talent that you don't need, why do you reach to go get it? And if you can't come out of your pick, then pick your guy. Like you know what your need is, you know who your best is on your board. Go take your guy. I had no issue with how they drafted Did they draft guys that may have been outside of other people's boards and areas? Sure. But if it's your guy, who cares? Screw him. I mean, and their coach, he don't care. He's going to go get his guy. He absolutely gives zero craps about what everybody else feels about how he drafted. As far as how this division is going to shake out, hot take. I think Chicago's at the top of this division. Honestly, I do. I think Fields, this dude can absolutely run. He's got receivers now. He's got a line now. I think this dude can absolutely come out of this division, and I think he can absolutely blow the NFL up. I think this dude's going to be a superstar, and I think that Chicago, while they absolutely fleeced the Panthers, they got him an absolute star at wide receiver. They've been building those pieces little by little here and there, and I think that they're going to come out the gate. So I got Chicago 1. I think Detroit's going to be right behind them. I think Detroit's your wild card team, to be honest with you. I think Detroit makes it. I think Green Bay's probably right behind them, but I don't think Green Bay's got the pieces. I honestly don't. I don't know that they've put enough around Jordan Love to make him be competitive this year. I think they need another draft. I think they need more pieces on offense to get past that. Because if you're only able to run the ball, ask the Titans real quickly, people figure out what you're doing, and you lose 7 games in a row. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't have that versatility on offense, I don't think you can do it. And then I've got Minnesota at the bottom. I think Cousins is done. I think this whole experiment's done. I think they're going to have to move on, and they're going to have to figure out who their next quarterback is. And hey, they may tank for Caleb. Who knows? That's. Yeah. But I think that's how this division shakes out. Justin, where are you at on the NFC North? How do you think this division shakes out?
Well, I think that this division, the way it was in years past, is going to be totally flipped upside down. As in, I think the number 1 team is going to be in that division is going to be the Detroit Lions, just because the grit that they have, the confidence, and the support that Dan Campbell brings to the team. It's a total turnaround than it was 3 or 4 years ago, even past 20 years. They only started getting hot last season, and I don't think they're not going to stop. They're going to keep on getting hot, and they're going to keep on getting hotter, and they're going to make it to the playoffs. I think my second one is going to be Chicago, just because Justin Fields, the way he's running, seeing the vision that he has on the field, then plus the supporting cast that he has there, I think that they're going to be the number 2 team in that division. Now, number 3 team for me is going to be the Minnesota Vikings. I'm a Cousins hater. I don't like him. I love Justin Jefferson, but I don't like Kirk Cousins. I think he's mediocre at best. I think that everybody else makes him
look better. Yes,
than he actually looks better than he actually is. So I got him, and the Minnesota Vikings at number 3. Then number 4 is Green Bay, because who does Jordan Love have to throw to? Is he even ready? I know, like you said, there's a whole bunch of drama in Green Bay. That drama's gone due to Aaron Rodgers leaving. There's still drama there. Is Jordan Love the guy? Is he? He hasn't proven nothing to me. Is he's a guy or not? Not at all.
I mean, hold that clipboard for a while.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, let's wait till let's mid-season and say, all right, listen, this can be our guy, or say, hey, maybe we need to start looking at a college QB that's coming up in the draft. Maybe we need to draft somebody, or maybe we need a veteran, to kind of teach this kid some more, So, but this division right here is going to be, I think it's going to be a tough division. Like Gideon said, it's going to be a competitive division. And like you said, it's going to be an interesting one. So I can't wait for the season to kind of figure out how everything's going to shake up and who's going to go to the playoffs, who's not, and who's going to get replaced.
Hey, man, I love it. Definitely, I think this is going to be one to watch for sure. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, tell all your friends, and thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.